Get ready for the Squawking Eagles Podcast.
And welcome back to the Squawking Eagles Podcast. This is the post-game show where the Philadelphia Eagles have defeated the Washington Commanders in Washington 38-31. Right now, you are going to hear some of our in-game takes during the game, and I will see you on the other side. Eagles game day. Let's get it. Eagles have the ball in the second half to start it. I like that. Defense is looking so good right so far. Let's go. Eagles D looked really good in those set of downs. Got their first penalty on Eli Ricks, and then he comes in and stops on a bubble screen, which on 3rd and 5, a bubble screen, but Eli Ricks looked good. Sidney Brown looked good. Let's go Birds.
And the Eagles start the game on defense. Allow Washington to pick up a couple first downs, but ultimately forced them to pump the ball where Covey fair catches in the 10-yard line. Let's see how Jalen Snead looks in this first drive of the series. Let's go Birds. And just like that, the Eagles go 3 and out in their first possession. Goddard had the ball in his hands, and it was smacked away by the defender. You cannot give Washington confidence early in this game. It's a divisional game. We know it's always going to be a hard game, but not this way. Come on, guys. What did I say in the pod? Repeating Mark's words. Run the ball, run the lead.
And here we go. I'm questioning the play calling of Brian Johnson. 3rd and 3, and you do a pass out to Dallas Goedert. Could have just ran DeAndre Swift, and then the brotherly shove. I don't know what's going on. Why? Don't know what happened on that penalty where they said they accepted it, and all of a sudden they didn't accept it. And then Brian Robinson, he had a first down, and Terry McLaurin is scoring on Bradbury. Earlier in the week, there was a mock trade where the Eagles traded Bradbury for Surtain in Denver. After that play, I would say goodbye to Bradbury right now. Adios.
Well, Washington takes their second possession down the field as Howell throws a dagger to McLaurin in the end zone. Scary Terry puts up 6. However, I would like to say Washington got away with a holding call on the prior play on that run with Robinson. Unfortunately, it wasn't seen by the referees. But Washington's up 7-0. Bradbury getting beat by corners again. Here we go. So on the Eagles' second possession, the Eagles put themselves in a position that Hurts has to scramble with the ball with a noticeable brace on his left knee. Seemed to be a little limp on that run as well. Let's keep an eye on it. Like you said in the press conferences, it's nothing. So let's see how it affects him throughout the whole game.
So the Eagles get a field goal to end that drive. And I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You can't trade TDs for field goals. You need those touchdowns to win games. You can't just keep kicking field goals. I hope that's the last field goal we see, and we see more touchdowns.
Well, the Eagles' second possession stalls out around the Washington 40-yard line. Ended up kicking a field goal. Dallas Goedert had the chance to convert a second down pass that was thrown a little far and low for him to bring in, but
your business doesn't just need AI, it needs the
I don't know what's up with Jalen, but
introducing Watson X, a platform
needs to be more accurate with those passes, especially when he's going for first downs.
So I'm having a lot of broadcast issues here. I've only watched a few plays for the whole game. It keeps stopping and stuttering and moving forward. I don't know what's going on with Fox right now. But what I have seen, it looks like we like to throw the ball a lot, trying to throw a screen pass on third and was it 10 plus, and we seem to be getting away from the run again. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but hey guys, let's run the ball. Because when you run the ball, you run the league. When you run the game, and you win. So run the ball. Either way, Fox, fix your stuff and go Birds.
Fucking the Eagles are allowing Hal to look like Peyton Manning out here. I don't get it. Starts off the game 10 for 10. Jesus Lord. And the Eagles defense allows Washington to drive down the field. And watch Hal have a nice, beautiful pass to open Dotson in the center of the field. 14-3, Washington.
So is Sam Howell like in the category of like Tom Brady, Joe Montana? Like, why are they allowing him to sit back there and just pick him apart? They go down 14-3 in the second quarter. Offense better pick it up. All I'm thinking about now is that we overlooked this game. This is a trap game. Never thought this would have been a trap game, but yeah, trap. It's a trap.
All right, my broadcast is finally working properly. Is Swift hurt? Did I miss something? I feel like since I've had it working, all I'm seeing is pass plays. Gainwell's out there not doing well. What are we doing? Like, we're down 14-3. I get it, but we're not so far behind that all we have to do is throw the ball. We are still a great team. Run the ball. We are a really good running back. Make them hurt. I mean, they're a great pass rush team. It's what they're best at. And as I said, now I'm having more issues with my broadcast. Second and 13 on the drop back, and it freezes. And he throws it to Gainwell for nothing because that's what happens. What the hell's going on here, boys? Come on. And so now because of our, issues there, now it's 3rd and 11, obvious passing down. And we keep getting ourselves into this fucking mess. Brian Johnson start learning how to call games, start running the ball with the good running backs. This is ridiculous. Oh, goodness gracious.
Enough with Gainwell. I've had it. Stop putting him in there. Where's Penny? Where's Boston Scott? How about you, Swift? What is going on? Stop putting Gainwell in there.
Oh, my Lord. The Eagles drive all the way down the field, only to pass the ball to Gainwell on a 3rd down, who fumbles the ball, seemingly recovers the ball, but still the refs give Washington the ball. Make it make sense. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on today.
Hey, look. Gainwell, our backup running back, doing more backup running back things, like fumbling the goddamn ball. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why? Why do we keep doing this to ourselves? Brian Johnson, you're a moron. You run the ball any other part of the field with a good running back. Stop waiting to the 6-yard line to run it with our backups. And then you're going to go, oh, well, we ran the ball, we fumbled it, so we got to go back to passing. You're so bad. Bro, eat your crayon somewhere else. Let someone else call the goddamn plays. Crayon munching moron.
Bradbury with a nice play, but he could have taken that all away if he could actually catch the ball. I'm right now. I'm out on James Bradbury. I'm starting to get out on Darius Slay as well, but we'll talk about that on the next podcast.
Well, believe it or not, Bradbury makes a play to stop a 3rd down conversion. Eagles get the ball back, but are still down 11 points. 14-3. Let's see what they do going into halftime. See if we can get some points on the board and we get the ball back at the start of the 3rd quarter. So let's see what's going on.
We have 4 runs in this half. 4 runs. One of those was run by Gainwell with a fumble. That's phenomenal. We're doing great, boys. We're doing great. And we keep dumping off short passes to Gainwell. So that's good times. I love this. Go Birds.
What a pass. What a catch. A.J. Brown with a touchdown. Devontae Smith finally showed up. Eagles taking back momentum. They get the ball back in the second half. 14-10. Now, I like what's happening. Let's go Birds.
And just like that, Mr. A.J. Brown's, a.k.a. Swole Batman, catches a one-handed grab in the front corner of the end zone. Scores a touchdown. He's got 6 receptions for 88 yards so far. And great job for the Eagles to put some points up before halftime. We got a little 30-second window here. But what a way to go into halftime. Just down 4, hopefully. We don't let Washington put any points up. But it'd be great to see them come out of halftime with the ball, driving down to try to take the lead in the second half. Let's see.
A.J. Brown, thank you. Thank you. I haven't seen the replay. But with the current call, it's a touchdown. And I just want to say, A.J. Brown gets it down. A.J. Brown gets it down. Oh, my God. Thank you for making up for all the shortcomings of our offensive coordinator and his crayon design plays. Goddamn. I love you, Brown. Thank you.
So sad that the Eagles defense couldn't hold Washington to 0 points to end the half. Any kind of momentum that the Eagles had going into the locker room was just destroyed by a field goal. Now, hey, Eagles are only down by 7. I'm happy with that. I would rather only be down by 4 going into half, but it's a different game now since that Eagles scored that touchdown. So let's see what happens in the second half. Hopefully it's a different football team than the first half.
Well, the Washington Redskins managed to get to midfield and kick a 61-yard field goal to go up 17-10 right before halftime. So Eagles come out with the ball. Let's see what they do with their first drive of the second half. Halftime. Go grab a beer. You need it.
We give the ball back with under a minute left. Somehow we still let them get a field goal. Bro, what are you doing? You held Miami to nothing. You blanked them. Why is Washington picking your defense apart? Between you and Brian Johnson, you guys sharing the crayons this time? He's going to eat? Just sit there and munch through the colors? Figure it out, boys. In DeAndre Swift's second run of the day, we have doubled our rushing yardage. The man averages 5+ yards a carry. Brian Johnson, I'm going to throw a box of crayons at you. If you don't start running the ball with our starters more often, especially to start a game, you are a moron. You have no right to be an offensive coordinator. Honestly, with that stupid screenplay is not called, we're already looking at another first down. But it said it's 3rd and 5 because we decided, let's run a screenplay. They haven't worked all season. Go Birds.
Well, the Eagles marched down the field in the first possession of the half, or the second half. Get the benefit call of a defensive pass interference call. Get the ball on the 1-yard line. You know what comes next? The brotherly shove where the ball was knocked out of Hurts' hands. Fumble at the 1-yard line. I don't know, guys. The way the Dallas Cowboys are looking right now, they're up 26-7, I believe, against the Rams. It's is not a good look going into next week and facing the gauntlet of teams that we have.
Look, I love the Birds, and I like to see us get a first down, but I do want to know where that pass interference was. I'm very confused. I don't know what I'm hearing, if they're looking at the replay wrong, but I'm very confused on that play. That looked like a very good defensive play. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what's all going on here. And we fumbled the ball at the 1 anyway. I don't know what the hell just happened there.
I can't believe that the Eagles have gotten down inside the 5 and fumbled the ball twice, leaving points just leaving points there, left and right. This game is so frustrating. Great return by Covey, and what a tackle by Nolan Smith to keep Britton Covey from scoring a touchdown there.
Well, Eagles forced Washington to punt the ball. Britton Covey with a nice return. If Nolan Smith Jr. would get out of the way, maybe would have had a chance to take it back. But it's all right. Eagles with the ball, I believe, in the Washington Commanders' side of the field. Eagles take the ball, and luckily almost had a 3-and-out where Devontae Smith had to catch a ball sliding back, which thank God it didn't challenge, because I don't think it would have been a catch. But noticeably, as they were rushing to the line, Jalen Hurts was limping. I know reports have just come out saying that he has a bone bruise on his knee. I don't know how many of y'all had bone bruises before, but every time you hit that bruise, it hurts that much more. Let's see how this continues to affect him for the rest of the game.
A.J. Brown is catching everything. Touchdown, Eagles. New game. It's all tied. A.J. Brown, just keep throwing it to him. Just keep throwing it to A.J. Hey, and also, Devontae with the catch on 4th and 4 where it wasn't a catch. That was a big play right there.
And just when you think that the Eagles, and there's a flag on the play, so let me stop what I was about to say, because A.J. Brown had just caught a pass in the end zone. But illegal contact on the defense. Penalties declined. Touchdown, A.J. Brown, Eagles. Let's go.
Swift has 8 carries for 32 yards. Literally 4 yards per carry. Why aren't we running it more? Like, we are just so pass happy. And of course, every time I do this, A.J. Brown scores a touchdown. Every time I complain about us not running the ball, A.J. Brown scores a touchdown. We'll see how the flag goes. Hopefully it's not against us. But this is crazy how every time I start this, go Birds.
The defense is just giving up play after play after play after play. I don't see them stopping them. How come they can only score 7 points against the Giants last week and they've scored 24 points this week? I don't understand what the deal is with these Commanders. This is so frustrating.
Well, fucking Peyton Manning, Sam Howell is like 38 of 40 passing over 300 yards, and you can add another touchdown to that. Washington drives down the field. Basically, the Eagles' defense is not there. Front four is not getting pressure. I don't know what's going on. It's too much going on today with this team. Are they getting caught looking ahead? I don't know. A lot of unanswered questions here. We're back to, after a great game, we'll talk about it in the pod.
All right, what an interesting drive that was. I just don't know why we're playing the way we're playing. There is a ridiculous amount of holding not being called, but it's just how it goes. But, the Birds, the defense is crazy. Why we're constantly having, that one, Mike should have had. We're constantly having Brown or Blankenship trying to cover like Scary Terry, and that's just not right. And I don't know why we're not doing something a little better. Birds, we got to fix this. We got to come back with a better game plan moving forward. We got to score this next drive. Offensively, we have to crush them. Come on, boys, get it together.
And just like that, they leave Devontae Smith wide open for the touchdown. And this is now a tie ball game with 8.5 minutes left. What is this going to look like at the end of the game? I don't know. But I wanted to see the defense show up, get a 3-and-out, and I want the offense just to do that again. Drive down, take their time, and score. Let's go.
It's about GD time that the freaking other receivers find a way to get open. Devontae Smith, I don't know how he got open, but he ran behind the whole secondary, wide open at the 10-yard line. Jalen gives him the ball. Touchdown, Eagles. Let's go, Birds. This game should not be tied at 24, but it is what it is. 8 minutes left in the game. Jalen's throwing a perfect game so far besides the one fumble from the tush push. But here we are. 24 all.
Eagles D comes up big. Blankenship with the interception. Eagles ball on the 20. Let's go.
And the Eagles defense finally make a play, get the interception. Blankenship with the pick. Should have been a pick six. Could have been a pick six. The Eagles with the ball. Take the lead. Try to close out this game.
We need a touchdown here. First and goal, you need a touchdown. Yes, Julio Jones with his first TD. Let's go, Julio.
And 2 plays after the turnover by Blankenship, the Eagles, Jalen throws the ball to Julio Jones in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Birds. Let's go. Eagles up 31-24 with 7 minutes left in the game. Let's see how the defense shuts down Washington's offense to try to close out this game.
Now what I would love to see is the defense come up big again and stand tall and get a 3 and out or a 4 and out, whatever. Get the offense off the field and give the Eagles the ball again. That's what I want to see.
We ran the ball. I complained about the way we ran the ball, and we threw a touchdown to Julio Jones. That's just my life, but I'm okay with it. Julio gets his first touchdown as an Eagle. We blanked it with a beautiful pick. You know what, Birds? I still believe. It's been rough, but I still believe. Let's go, Birds.
Well, Washington turns the ball over on downs. Eagles have the ball up 31-24 with 4:13 left on the clock. Now, let's do what we've been trying to do the whole game. Run the ball, run out the clock, win the game.
That's a turnover on downs. Eagles ball with an incomplete pass from Howell to Scary Terry. 4 minutes left. Let's drain the clock. Take your time. Don't make any stupid mistakes. Do not give the ball back to Washington. Let's just end the game right here. You're punting. That was a 3 and out. What kind of play calling was that? You're supposed to chew the clock and get first downs. What was that? Giving them another opportunity to score here is just stupid. Stupid.
And why would he run the ball? I don't get it. He give the ball right back to Washington with three minutes left on the clock. I don't fucking understand. It's fucking ridiculous. Let's pray they don't fucking have a miracle drive to come down and score, tie this game.
Imagine if you played football and you had an offensive line and a running back instead of like wide receivers and a quarterback. And so like when you're winning and you're like in the final 4 minutes of the game, you could run the ball and try to run the clock a little bit. Imagine. Just imagine.
I don't know what the fuck this defense is doing. But now, Slay could possibly be hurt because the offense couldn't run the clock out. Now we got Slay down on the field currently with 2 minutes left in the game. I don't know who's responsible for play calling right now, but we need to have a discussion.
I'm glad the entire stadium was welcome to Sidney Brown's show today. Let's go.
The first sack of the game by Hassan Reddick for the Eagles at a perfect time. Way to go, Hassan.
Hassan Reddick, come on down. We're going to call you the closer, my guy, because it seems like you come up big in the fourth quarter when it's necessary. The closer, Hassan Reddick, gets in behind the line, force a sack fumble to hopefully close out this game. Hopefully, whoever's calling the plays right now knows how to run the last 2 minutes off the clock. We'll see. To be continued. Wow, they ran the ball on the first down to get the clock down to 2 minutes, and Swift just smacked the shit out of somebody in their cleats, or out of their cleats. I mean, I don't know where Swift's been all day. Why we haven't getting on the ball, but Jesus Christ, I feel like every time he touches the ball, it's something positive.
All right, boys. So the ball goes back to us with Hassan Reddick with the strip sack, assault and fumble. So now all we have to do is chew on a few more crayons, throw a few more screen passes with the way Brian Johnson plays football before the game ends. Now, granted, any normal human, anyone who has any sense of football, would run the ball here, but we have a crayon-munching offensive coordinator, so who knows what's going to happen. Either way, 31-24, 2 minutes left, go Birds. That was a beautiful run by Swift. Imagine if we had a player that could do that during the game. Oh, wait. Is that what running the ball is? Guys, am I missing something? I feel like that was running the ball. And I feel like it went really well for us there. I love you guys. Go Birds.
Well, look at that. Trying to run out the clock by running the ball, you actually scored a touchdown. Go figure. There we go. Eagles up. I'm not sure what the math is right now. My math is not mathing.
Swift and dominant. I love when we run the ball with DeAndre Swift. By the way, I'm still like a minute behind on all broadcasts because, that's how this system is working today. Either way, what a great way to put some extra points on the board. It's weird because I remember in the podcast saying we would score a late touchdown to make the game look less close than it was. I'm just going to put that out there. All right, go Birds.
Are you kidding me? They lit up a touchdown with 1 minute left. This defense, what is going on? I'm glad they scored a touchdown.
Well, the defense allows Washington to drive down the field to make this game a closer game. It is now 38-31. Eagles still up with a minute left in the game. But this defense has a problem in the secondary. I think Washington has exposed us on the speed. If you have a receiver that runs from one side of the field to the other side of the field, we don't have a DB that can keep up with them. So, Howie, you better pick up that phone, start making some phone calls. I mean, I don't think we're going to get anybody without having to pay the price, but if we're all in, we need some defensive backs.
That was a bit more of a wild game than we wanted it to be. It was a very close game, but, the Birds did what the Birds do. Hopefully, Jalen Carter's not too hurt. Hopefully, our crayon-munching offensive coordinator got some crayons through his system. And hopefully we can look forward to next week being a nice, strong game and recover, we get ready, and have a great week. Go Birds. Flag was fly.
And the Eagles improved to 7-1. They had a great comeback. A game that was, wow. It was a game that the Commanders could have easily won. They left a lot of points on the field. Eagles left a lot of points on the field. But I'll take it. 7-1. Let's get Dallas.
Well, the Eagles escape with a win. Luckily, no thanks to the offensive play calling of the Eagles or the defensive efforts of our secondary. But a win is a win. 7-1. On to Dallas, who was beating the hell out of the Rams, by the way. But let's see what the rest of the NFL slate has to offer today. Now we can sit back, relax, enjoy our win. We'll think about Dallas come Wednesday.
And that'll do it from Washington, where the Philadelphia Eagles have defeated the Washington Commanders 38-31 in a game closer than I thought it was going to be. there was a lot of points left on the field by both teams. But a win is a win. The Eagles improved to 7-1, and now the gauntlet of winning teams begins next week, where Dallas comes to town for Sunday Night Football. We finally get to see Jalen versus Dak. Next week on the podcast, we are going to have Nat come on, our Dallas Cowboy fan that we like to talk to. We're going to see his perspective of what these teams are going to look like, what this game is going to look like. And we will have updates on Jalen Carter and the Eagles trades that Howie is going to be making by the end of 4 o'clock on Halloween. Until then, we will see you next time, and fly Eagles fly.